Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Liz Bishop.
And I'm Cody Holyoke. The search for Gregory Lewis came to an end late last night in the village of Fort Edward.
Yeah, during a press conference earlier today, police said that Edward's ultimate goal was to return to Massachusetts to kill his 13-year-old accuser. Investigators say Lewis cut off his monitoring bracelet and went on a cross-country crime spree before he was captured.
Now, we want to show you a map. Here's where police say Lewis has been in recent weeks. Witnesses spotted him in Denver earlier this month. From there, investigators believe he spent time in Portland, Oregon, Boise, even Salt Lake City. And just this week, police think Lewis was in Indianapolis. This past Sunday, investigators say he was in Columbus, Ohio, before heading to the capital region.
Craig Smith has been working this story all day long, and he joins us live now with the latest on this investigation. And Craig, I know it's been quite a night and day in this one.
It has, and now Lewis is locked up behind me in the Washington County Jail without bail. Corrections officers are keeping a close eye on him to make sure he doesn't harm himself. His days as a fugitive came to an end last night around 9:30. People who heard someone speeding past their homes came out to see a Jeep in the Hudson. Chris Deal had heard the screeching tires and a splash.
I started taking my coat off to get in and, see if I could help someone out, and he popped up out of the water and scared the heck right out of me.
Deal says when he tried to help Lewis up onto the riverbank, Lewis told him to leave him alone and talked about going to jail. Deal figured it was a DWI case and kept offering to help until a gun came out.
When he first pulled it out, he said, "Are you stupid? I have a gun in my hand." And I took a step back, and then he picked it up and stuffed it in my face, and that's when okay. I don't have my gun with me. I'm not sticking around here.
Came outside with my cell phone. Everybody screaming, "Call 911."
Jennifer Burnett saw Lewis come out of the river, too. Heard him talking about going to jail.
Then everybody screamed, "He's got a gun." That's when I booked it, ran back to my apartment, and actually locked myself in my bathroom waiting for the police to arrive because I didn't know if he was crazy, if he was going to start shooting people.
Police say a state trooper had tried to stop Lewis after seeing his Jeep was missing a license plate. Then Lewis drove onto Edward Street from Route 4 to the left of the Anvil Inn. Police Chief Justin Durway says after Lewis climbed out of the Hudson, he ran along the riverbank and hid until police dogs tracked him down.
It appears as though he was just randomly driving, just trying to stay, as low key as he could to try to avoid, high urban areas where there was more law enforcement.
Do we know how long he was in this area for?
It appears as though he was just here last night. Once he was spotted and crashed his vehicle, it was about 20 minutes before he was apprehended.
District Attorney Tony Jordan's telling me that so far Lewis has been charged only with being a fugitive. He says it's possible whatever charges he'll face locally might wait until he's prosecuted in Massachusetts. Jordan says that's still being discussed, and he says it's possible they'll still be discussing it tomorrow. In Fort Edward, Craig Smith, CBS 6 News.